my greens daily. I need my daily dosage of veggies without having to eat them. Yeah, they're already on. Wake up early. I don't want to wake up early. Right?
And we gotta call answer, no?
Yep.
But I have to wait until you have a break or something.
Yep.
I have a deadline.
And? Yo.
The good thing is like that the credit was the thing was approved, so like that's what they cared about. I think. I mean the loans. I think now it's just like the finishing touches. And we're good. Do you know that Betty doesn't get any type of grants at all? She says?
Tough luck.
Because she's been to school like a lot. I mean, she's like, I think she's like 40 or something. And, cause she has kids, already like 8, 9, 10 and stuff. And,
Page
she already has like her master's.
53. Morning, guys.
I mean, she does a lot of school, like all the time.
Who's that? Who's BRH? Oh, buddy, got a buzz cut too. Muito bem. All we're missing is the Silva to get a buzz cut. And then that's it. The world is going to be better. Nobody has these pages, so you guys have to go through HRW. Nobody has these. What do you guys want me to do? Go to school, get your books, and then drop them off at your houses? Yo, Gabri. Yeah, click grade 8, Florida Go Math. I'll do it again. It's this title right here. Florida Go Math Pre-Algebra. Alright, I got 2 more minutes. 2 more. 2 more, we're getting started. Where are my mods? Why can't you get to the book? Page 353. Page 353. I can't help you if you don't know things. I'd love to help, but I don't know what I don't know means. Like 30 minutes? Be quick. Should I get started now so we can end this quick? So you go to HRW, and there's a little drop-down menu right over here. You have to click it, and you have to click Florida Go Math Pre-Algebra 2015. You click it, and you click Student Online Edition. Okay, here we go. Page 353, Angle Theorems for Triangles. This lesson's pretty easy. There's just one little tiny part that's kind of like so-so, but this lesson's actually pretty cake. There's 3 angles inside of a triangle. Triangle's 3 sides, so there's 3 angles inside of a triangle. How many degrees do those 3 angles add up to equal? If you guys don't remember this from last year. There's 3 angles inside of a triangle. How much do those angles add up to equal? How much do all 3 angles inside of a triangle add up to equal? Okay. So a square or rectangle parallelogram will equal 360 degrees, but a triangle equals 180. Okay, so the one you'd have to know is for the triangle. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. You have a triangle on page 355, that one right there. 355. There's something called the sum of the angle theorem. So that means you got to add all the sums, and it should work. So I need to know what that missing angle is right there, please. I need the missing angle. I need to know what that missing angle is. What's that missing angle right there? Remember, they have to add up to equal 180, so subtract 180 from that and the other number. I know the whole thing is 180, but what's that missing one? Yeah, if you do 180 minus, if you do 180 minus 55 minus, what's the other one? Minus 100. Oh, there you go. There goes the missing angle right there. Okay, so that seemed to be easy. That's one part of your quiz. If you guys can please do 4 and 5 really quick, that'd be wonderful. That way I can get this out of the way. 4 and 5, type in the answers inside the chat, please. Like type 4, and then the answer, and then 5, and then the answer. That way we can get 4 and 5 out of the way, and I don't have to go back to this. So all the angles inside of a triangle add up to equal 180 degrees. So you have a triangle right here. So that means this one, let me get my board. One second, just using the blender. Okay, so that means this one plus this angle right here, they have to add up to equal 180 degrees. So I guess if you want to write it as an equation, you can do 71 plus 56 plus, what do you put in place right here? Since I don't know what it is, what do you put in place right here? Remember, they all have to add up, add. They all have to add up to equal 180, but what do you put in place of this one that you don't know what it is? I know what the answer is. I just don't know what to put. I'm trying to make an equation over here. I'm trying to help the people that don't know how to write like equations and stuff. Like, what do I put in place right here? I guess, yeah, you could put an x. Okay, so an x. If you add these two up, that equals 127 plus x equals 180. All the numbers have to go to the right-hand side. And if it goes to the other side, it's got to turn to the opposite sign. And x equals 53, because 180 minus 127 is 53. If you wanted to double check to see if you're right, add this one plus this one plus this one. It's going to give you 180 degrees. So the measure of angle K is 53 degrees. So same thing goes for this one. If you add up this one plus this one plus this one, you should get 180 degrees. So I guess if you wanted to write it out, you would do 29 plus 61 plus, I have no idea what that one is, so I'm just going to put an x. And this one is saying the measure of angle R equals, yeah, that one is 90 degrees. Okay, so that's the easy part. Does Silva better, or you need one more? Okay. Here comes the, so that was the sum of angle theorems. That means if you add them all up, it equals 180 degrees. This one's called the exterior angle theorem. Now, you can do it the book way and the Thompson way. She teaches the exterior angle theorem. Okay, I have an easier way of doing it, which I feel is a lot easier. Okay, I'm going to show you the book way of exterior angle theorem. I'll show you the book way. So that way if you get this question on an HRW or something like that, you know how to answer it. The exterior angle theorem says that this one is the same exact thing as 1 and 2, as these two angles right here. If you add up 1 and 2, it has to equal 3. Okay. The book is saying that these two, 1 and 2, have to equal 3. So the way you write it is that you do 4y minus 4. You add them equals whatever the angle on the outside is, the exterior angle. You solve this and you get y equals something. You solve it and you start putting in the numbers. Okay? That's the way the book is telling you. All right? But I don't like doing it like that. I like doing it my way. Here's my way. You got a straight line right here on the bottom. Yes or no? Is that a straight line right there, right on the bottom? A straight line equals how many degrees? Ah, there's my mod. A straight line equals how many degrees? (180). So that means this angle and this one have to equal 180 degrees. So that means if you have a straight line, that means this angle, the one on the outside, and this one right over here have to equal 180 degrees. How much is this angle right here? If when you add 52 plus another number, should give you 180 degrees. A half a circle is 180 degrees. How much is this part right over here? Okay, so this one right here is 128. I'm going to erase this. I'm just going to put 128 so I can keep it nice and neat. And this one right here is 128 degrees. It's exactly like you guys just did the last one. All the angles inside, all the angles inside, all the angles inside add up to equal 180 degrees. We're going to add them all up. You're going to put 4y minus 4, because I said all the angles inside, plus 128, all the angles inside, plus all the angles inside have to equal 180 degrees. You're going to do, all the numbers got to go to the right-hand side. It's an old lesson again. All the numbers got to go to the right. So this negative 4 has to come over here. The 128 has to turn into the opposite. Oh, then look, you have 4y plus 3y. That's 7y. I can't do this in my head. I don't know what 184 minus 128 is. How much is 184 minus 128? So this is going to be 56. You normally divide by 7. You normally divide by 7. Y equals 8. All that was just the beginning part of it. All you did was just get y equals 8. That is not your answer. Nowhere in there was it asking you, hey, you know, what does y equals, yada, yada, yada. All you got was that y equals 8. You've done nothing. You need to plug it in. You need to plug it in. There's a y right there, and you know exactly what y is. There's a y right there. You know exactly what y is. It's right there. You said y equals 8, so plug it in. How much is this one going to be now? How much is that 3y going to turn into? What's the actual angle measure for that 3y right there? (24), because if you erase the y, that's right there, and you put the number that belongs there, 3 times 8 is going to be 24. Okay, so that angle is 24, and this one's going to be 4 times 8. because y is 8. That's 32 minus 4 is 28. If you add up this one and this one and this one, it equals 180 degrees, so you were correct. Okay, so I'm going to start you guys off with one of them. And then I got 2 more for yourselves. It's the blender. Okay.
Is that out?
Yeah, super. Okay. Remember, you guys can do it the exterior angle theorem. You could do it her way if you wanted to. You can do it the book way. The book way is telling you that this angle and this angle equal this one. So if you really wanted to, you can do 5y plus 3 plus 4y plus 8 equals the angle on the outside. You can do this and you can solve it like that if you wanted to. Okay, but I'm not a fan of that one. I don't like that one. I'm going to do it my way. You got another straight line right here on the bottom. There's another straight line. So that means this angle plus this one equal 180 degrees. How much is this missing angle right here? The one on the inside. If I find that one, I'm golden. How much is this angle sitting right here? If you got a straight line right here on the right and the bottom, and these two add up to equal 180 degrees. Okay, so 146 plus 34 degrees equals 180. Okay, so you got all the angles on the inside. All the angles on the inside, when you add them up, equal 180 degrees. All the ones on the inside add up to equal 180. So let me start adding them up. 5y plus 3 plus 4y plus 8. And then finally, plus the last one that I just found a little while ago, plus 34 equals 180 degrees. Start solving for the measure of angle M and the measure of angle N. I'll be here waiting. Don't forget the visual wall. Just put M equals on the chat and then put N equals whatever. I'll give away some extra credit on this one. On your next quiz. Let's see who's going to get the extra credit. Look at what the questions are asking you guys. Find the measure of angle M. Measure of angle M. Measure of angle N. Some of you guys are not even reading the question. You're just telling me 15. I'm not saying that, well, no, you are wrong. Martinez. If you put the 3 over here, if you put the 8 over here, and the minus 34, this gives you 9y. 180 minus 3 minus 8 minus 34 equals 135. A lot of you guys put y equals 15. That helps me in no way possible for the answer right now. Like, that's not my answer at all. All that was that just tells you what y equals. You still have to plug it in. You only know what y equals. You have to plug it in. There's a y right there, which means that y is 15, so you have to plug it in. 5 times 15 is 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. 75 plus 3 is 78. There's another y right here. 4 times 15 is 15, 30, 45, 60 plus 8 is 68. So 68 plus 78 plus 34 equals, yes, 180 degrees. The measure of angle M is right there, 78 degrees. And the measure of angle N is 68 degrees. Okay. Last one. On your own on this one. Last and final one. Number 5. That one's all yours. Extra credit on the last question on your quiz is going to be Samuel and Martinez. Remind me on your next quiz to give you 2 extra credit points. Samuel and Martinez. Remind me to give you extra credit on your next quiz. And I'll give out 2 more extra credit points on this one. I need the measure of angle C, the measure of angle D, and the measure of angle DEC. C is 40, D is 76. Now, how much is the measure of angle DEC? All your verses sound like dirty dishes. Yo, killing it. Sure, go for it. C is 40, D is 76. It doesn't say triangle DEC, Jared. It doesn't say triangle DEC. It says the measure of angle DEC. There's a huge difference between triangle DEC and angle DEC. They did not write, just so you guys don't fall into that trap that sometimes some quizzes in FSA does. I'm trying to write it out. It does not say the measure of triangle DEC. That's not what it said. It says the measure of angle DEC. It's always the middle letter. I guess if you want to consider it like that. Or draw a line from D, then to E, and then to C. Draw a line from D to E to C, and see which angle is the one that they're asking for. I don't want to draw because then I'm going to give it away. I'll tell you in a second. Samuel, I'm going to give you another one extra credit point. So that's during your next quiz. If you forget, I forget. Thank you for putting a little tip out there. So Samuel, remind me. Okay, since the song is ending. Okay, let's try it out. See if you got it right. Again, if you do it my way, this angle and this one, because again, you got a straight line right there on the bottom. Those two angles, when you add them up, have to equal 180 degrees. So this angle right here is 180 minus 116 is 64. So that angle is 64. If you add up all the ones inside the triangle, 64 plus 7y plus 6 plus 4y equals 180 degrees. All the ones inside the triangle equal 180. This 64 has to come over here. The 6 has to come over here. Remember, when it switches sides, it switches signs. 7y plus 4y is 11y.
This is my last one.
Give me 1 second. 180 minus 64. That's 116. And then 116 minus 6 is 110. You divide by 11. You divide by 11. Y equals 10. Go ahead. Okay, y equals 10. So that means you have to plug it in. 7 times 10 is 70 plus 6. Okay, 70 plus 6 is 76. You have to plug it into this one. You said y is 10, so 4 times 10 is 40. So now you have all three angles. The measure of angle C is right there. The measure of angle D is 76. Now the one they're asking you for is the measure of angle DEC. Usually it's always the middle letter. So DEC. So if you guys follow the little pattern that they did, that little pattern right there, they're asking for this one right here. So it's going to be 64 degrees. Okay? Sorry. Should I go back to a certain part? Eesh. Sorry, let me go back to this part. Sorry. The angle that they were asking for was DEC. It's usually the middle part. It's the middle letter that they're asking for. So if you guys notice that this one right here was 64 in the beginning, the part that they were asking for was this one right over here, DEC. I followed the pattern. So that one right there was 64. The one that I was asking for extra credit is what's the measure of angle DEF? What is the measure of angle D? You read the lips. DEF. What's the measure of angle DEF for extra credit? What's the measure of angle DEF? No, 11 times 11 is 121. What's the measure of angle DEF? Oh. And then you wonder why they don't call it angle E, Charles. You can't call that angle E because angle E could be this one or this one. So that's why they have to go by letter. So yeah, the measure of angle DEF, yes, DEF is 116 degrees, that little part right there. Okay. You're going to find your assignment on HRW. It's 11.2. It's due on Sunday. I'm giving you plenty of time to do it. It's due on Sunday. Here's what's going to happen now. I'm going to go on Zoom. I'm going to do questions on the Canvas assignment that you guys are all struggling with. So tell me which questions are the ones you need help on, and I'll go walk you through it process by process, step by step if I have to. Okay, so we'll do the Canvas assignment together. All right. Alana, Kata, and there was one more. Alana, Kata, and that was it. Alana and Kata. Two extra credit points on your next quiz. Okay? I'm going to send you guys a Zoom link right now. I'll see you guys on there. I'm going to put it on HRW in like 2 seconds. I haven't uploaded it yet, but I'm going to put it down in 2 seconds, okay? So I'll see you guys on Zoom. Have a great day, guys.